All right. Welcome to We Are Something Else presents Soul Tales, episode 35. Getting out of hand. Hold on, I got to hit a button somewhere.
We are something else.
All right. That's how we're going to do it. It's your boy, Kaleo. Yeah. So let's see who we got in the house tonight on this panel. We have... there's Cardo, there's Be Easy, there's R Money right there.
What up?
You rich fellas, what's good with you? Come off mute. Soul Tales, May edition.
What up?
Nothing, man. Finally here. These months are going by so fast, bro. Just
way too fast.
I need the next 4 years to go by fast. For these months.
I'm with you on that. Be Easy, what's good with you, man?
Not much. Picture a little choppy, but you will hear what I'm saying, bro. Just been grinding, man. Just copped a van, man. Just working hard, bro.
All white van.
Yep, my little coupe, 2-door.
Okay.
Damn, Daniel.
Exactly. Carter, what's good with you, bro?
Chilling, y'all let me out the cage once a month, so I'm here to have a little fun tonight.
Okay. Well, that's what we're here for. Our money. You good? Oh, man.
I think our money in the witness protection program.
He's somewhere.
It's because of that damn hat he got on.
Could be. E, what's good with you? Let's go with you. E, what's good with you on the West?
Not much. Like, I saw Be Easy post sent the picture of the van. I was like, damn, he got him a little Merc Me van. But I forgot I ain't in college no more. It was like, oh, they don't know about that Merc Me van with no windows.
Yeah, man, I'm grinding in that joint.
That's all right. Hard work pays off, bro. Look, week has been good for me. As you can see, look, we got some merch on the way. I'm just, happy to get that. But other than that, look, I'm ready to talk sneakers. So shout out to Tia. Thank you for being here. Kendall B Show, Jim B, Kasia, Dave J on the mic, Pit Stop, Chappie, then there's Takeover Trina, Snarky Mac, D Casillas. All right, I appreciate y'all being here. All right, so let's get straight to the point. We're here to talk sneakers and let's deliver. So let's get to the Soul Report right here. I'm real interested to get y'all take on this. This right here is going to be maybe a little controversial, maybe not. So Jordan 11, the Jordan brand has decided to release 6 new versions or colorways of the Jordan 11 colorway, of the Jordan 11 sneaker model, I should say. Now we know what the Jordan 11 meant or means to us as sneakerheads and to basketball in general. When that first Concord colorway dropped with patent leather, just to send things to the next level. And we know over the past few years, December has meant something for the Jordan 11 release. There's always been at least one retro colorway released for our sneakerheads to go get, stand in line, whatever. But this year they've decided to drop 6 colorways. And then I won't even say new because the Gamma is not a new colorway. It just hasn't been released in a while. So you've got the Gamma, you've got the Sail, you've got Rare Air, Grand Finale, and you've got the Canyon Purple, right? Believed to be retailed around $230 and releasing around, they said, holiday season 2025. So, of course, a couple questions for you. Are you feeling any of these colorways, right? Is there at least one on there that you got your eye on? And the fact that we're getting 6 new colorways or 6 colorways, are they killing the Jordan 11 in one shot? So before I answer mine, let's start with Ricardo. Your thoughts on
Come on, man. Why is this even a topic? You just you answered your own question. Are they killing it? It's already dead. When they did Velvet Jordan 11s and Animal Print 11s, they decided they was gonna kill that shoe off. You know, this should remind me of, I don't know if y'all remember. We all at least went and looked at the website. Website used to be Cool Kicks that had all the variant and the reps. This looked like the shit that used to be on them websites. That's what this looked like. That's what this remind me of. These made up colorways of Jordans. And that just tells me they running out of ideas. Somebody went and found the old Cool Kicks webpage and was like, oh, we could do this. We could do that. Man, I could be honest. I'll be honest with you. I have the main colorways of the Jordan 11, but I can't tell you the last time I put a pair on.
Okay. Fair enough. B.
Bro, it looks like they got some spaghetti, threw on the wall, and see what sticks. That's basically what's going on here, bro. It's a Hail Mary. They trying to figure out what's going to sell. The stock is bad. You know, I'm always talking about that. The stock is bad. But yeah, you can definitely tell they trying hard, but I don't think it's going to work.
Okay. E, thoughts?
I think was it last year? I think it was last year. I may have already said that they killed the 11 last year. And this just, they doubled down on this with all of the, just because you put a story behind it, you put a date or a time, or these are the UNC because of this, or like they're grasping as much as they can, bro. And at the end of the day, it's getting pitiful. It makes you not want to wear your 11s, because it used to rock your 11s because you knew like true sneakerheads and you know, cats that was about it would have on an 11, and you would realize like they know what's up. Now it's just, again, we understand that the market is saturated, but at the same time, like you can kind of recognize what somebody has on a certain shoe. You give them just a good old head nod because you know exactly what's happening. But I ain't wearing no 11s no time soon, even though I got some that I probably ain't put my foot in, and that's the bad part, because it don't make me want to wear them because of this shit.
Okay.
And to be honest, real quick, the Mellows that we wanted, like that was the fan affair with the 11s, was when Mello had on the white and red pair and everybody was looking like, when they gonna drop them hoes, and it took damn near like 4 or 5 years before they.
Yep.
Right. They didn't even drop I think those are like the Miami color, right? It was like that the Miami Dolphin colors. They never dropped that one. I don't know if they did, they might have, but the 11s used to be, okay, let's just call it out what it was. It used to be your favorite pair, or like the OG pairs. If you wasn't a ones fan, you was a 3 or 4, and then the 11s was that. Now they've saturated so much stuff, and then the 6s was like a true sneakerhead one that they almost killed that color way too, which I'm surprised they didn't. Hopefully somebody put some stake on that one. But look at these, bro. Like, these look like these were mock-ups in AI.
Cool Kicks. Right. They look like Cool Kicks sneakers.
Hey, nah, I'm with Carter. They do like the Cool Kicks joint though. The joints you get for $99. $99.99. But unfortunately, man, not even the 11s, man. They starting to do this with the 3s too, man, which hurts my heart.
All right. I mean, so while you there, what's your thought on the Rare Air 3s though? I mean, because that's a new colorway, right?
Yeah, it's cool. I actually got them, but I just got them because I'm a 3s fan, so it don't really matter. But yeah, they starting to oversaturate them though, man. And they did the same thing with the 11s, man. They killed the 11s, and like you said, I remember you were saying probably like about a year ago, and lo and behold, we get this. And it just solidifies what he said in the past. Man, but the last time I did was I wore the Concord not too long ago, just because that's some nostalgia shit.
Well, I don't think the fanfare of those will ever die. I mean, out of all these, the Gammas is probably the ones that I eyed years ago. Just never got my hands on. I need to see. I would like to see him in person.
No, you wouldn't, man. Come,
I
stop,
do.
stop,
I would like to see
stop being PC, man. You know them shits is trash.
the rare ones, the rare 11s down there, that colorway is all right. I just want to see them in person. But the Gammas would be the only ones I would have to complete the collection of the only one that I don't have. I got everything else. The Gamma would be the one that if I had to get one, would be that one. But I do want to see them in person. I just want to see them on feet because, like I said, they are AI generated for the most part. These ain't real photos. As a sneakerhead, I just would like to see what they look like in person and how they take pictures of them.
Them ones in that top right corner, the UNC, you gonna go get your old Houston Oilers jersey with it and wear it with them?
I'm not even gonna wear them. I just want to see what they look like in person. I just want to see what they look like.
Doing that.
You know, like 03.
Yeah, like when we auditioning for a Fabulous video.
All right, so let's move on. So we talked about new innovative ideas, new sneakers, new opportunities for folks to get their shine on, and now Angel Reese has unveiled her pretty gritty Reebok Engine APEs, featuring her new signature logo. These dropped June 4th, estimated around $120. So yeah, and it's a Reebok. Reebok hasn't done much in the game either lately besides dropping old Iversons and old Shaqs. So I'm not a fan of the silhouette, but I think the opportunity to spotlight a female athlete and who's getting a lot of spotlight right now, I think it's dope that she's getting an opportunity and quickly because this is her second year. And normally like Nike has all the major athletes at this point, right? And they're so backed up with athletes that everybody's not getting their signature model off right away. And like it took Asia forever to finally get hers, right? And so the fact that we're 2 years in and Angel's getting something, I think that's dope. The dope opportunity. The shoe was okay. I mean, I just think the opportunity is there. So just thoughts on the silhouette. Thoughts about Reebok trying to revamp and letting Angel kind of get a spotlight.
Oh, damn, my bad. I looked somewhere else. First off, why you had to choose that picture? I didn't know who that was at first when that picture first popped up. You could have had a picture in her jersey. I think it's dope that she got a sneaker though. I don't really mess with the silhouette. It's cool, but not really my style. I think Reebok, with their opportunity, I know they want to put out new stuff and don't want to just rely on the old stuff, but I think there's a market for like the 90s retro that Nike's not doing, that Reebok should just put a focus on that when they were high, outside of just the Iverson stuff. You
like
got
the black tops?
I was about to say black tops.
The black tops, the above the rim jumps that I remember from when I was in elementary school / middle school, the black and white high top. Fire.
Them joints.
So I think that's what their focus should be. I get you want to put, silhouettes out, newer silhouettes out with the younger people, but what Aja Wilson is doing with that Nike shoe, it's quiet for everyone else right now.
Mm-hmm.
Every other female basketball shoe is quiet for right now. With that Aja one that's out, it's fire. They putting out colorways one after another. You had the all pink. You had the all blue. I done seen black and pink, and then I also seen like a cream and a cream one. Like so while this can be something that I'm sure it'll probably sell out in Baltimore, being that's where she's from. Dope, cool, but I think Reebok's focus should be on 90s retros.
Okay, not a bad idea.
I'm the fan of the idea, but one thing that I off-gated I don't like, man, they didn't have to start off with a pink drink because it looks like the age of one almost, yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah, they could have started out with they should have started out with her jersey color at least.
Yeah.
Like the sky drink or something. But yeah, that's my only critique of it though. But I mean it's cool. I mean I'm a fan of her and I'm a fan of the movement, but yeah, not a big fan of the actual shoe, but I'm supporting the movement though.
And I just hope that we don't get into a thing where every female athlete that gets a shoe, the first colorway is a pink colorway.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these companies think that women, like that's the only color they can associate with women. And it's unfortunate. I've seen some dope shoes messed up by them just throwing pink on it.
Right. I agree. B.
Hey, I like this silhouette. I want to see it in more colors. I like that she got the opportunity so quickly to spread out. Shout out to Baltimore. I like what they're doing. Like I said, I like to see more colors too. I agree with everybody else, but every female shoe doesn't have to be pink. A lot of females don't actually like pink, especially that wear sneakers. So hopefully they some dope colorways. Like we said, the jersey colorway would have been great. A black, all black, But I think it's a great opportunity for Reebok to revamp because Nike's not doing anything right now. The stock is horrible. I said that for the second time. So it's an opening for Reebok, and was it Shaq and Iverson's running the whole thing? So I think they're going to get it together. And I had those above the rims back in middle school. I wore them Jones to Low Baltimore. I got in trouble for wearing them because they had white in them, but I had to wear them Jones because them Jones was clean.
She was their first signature athlete that they signed, I believe, too, right?
Yeah, and they needed to. So big ups to Reebok, man.
Okay, yeah. Bro.
You and I talked about this prior to, so I think to Cardo's point, you can't really. I mean, I agree. You need to drop those retros, but who's the face of Reebok to drop those, right? Because nobody's gonna wear those out, right? Unless it's a player that's from an era that understands that, right? Or they're trying to groom to be like, hey, we want you to be a part of the Reebok kind of team, right? So you got to find that person now. Right now, she probably is going to move more numbers than another player that really don't have some type of, kind of fan affair, right? Plus her being, and let's just call it what it is. I like her stance on being the bad guy in the WNBA. I like it. She stands out. She's not going to be what everybody wants, the typical player to be. So I think this is a good look. And even Shaq said it. They gotta their streaming point is who was the last damn athlete that was under Reebok that anybody remembers.
Right.
Right. So it's almost like starting over again. And let's call it what it is. Outside of maybe 2 or 3 players in the college game right now that's projected to go in this draft, we all knew names of multiple female players from colleges, regardless of where they was going in the WNBA. We talked about that last year. The whole WNBA, I mean, the women's college basketball tournament was way more hyped than the men's. And you got to look at it from the standpoint of this makes sense on a marketing standpoint because they get more traction than the dudes. Why? Because clearly we can go into the whole NIL deals, all of that good stuff. Females is out there balling, getting it in, right? They just doing their numbers. Asia kind of leading the way. It only makes sense for Reebok to have their quintessential person as a female, right? This makes sense.
Yeah.
Because then what's going to follow suit is, and hear me out, I think this is one of those ones where this becomes like a team shoe. This may not be her signature, maybe kind of star shoe because it's a PE. Because then Shaq's one of those players where he's like, I don't want my shoe to be a certain ass price where like kids can't get to it. He wants to mass produce the shit where it becomes where that shit is just where a shoe is just constantly being bought somewhere. He didn't want that. It's a $200 shoe. He wants the players that's going, the everyday players that's going to recognize that they moms, can go get that kid a shoe and not going to be laughed at, even though we already talked about just being laughed at some of the Reeboks back in the day. But this makes perfect sense. To me, this is also a good flex for Reebok to say that Shaq and Iverson are going in the right direction as far as leading that marketing team on getting Reebok back where it needs to go.
They also have Lexi Brown signed to Reebok.
Yep.
Yeah. I think you'll see, just because of who Shaq and Iverson are or were to the league or still are to the league, that's drawing power to pull people over. Like same thing, Jay-Z, quote unquote, at Puma. There's a name there to pull people there, right? Maybe also more money, but I think that Reebok has been out of the game for so long that don't at this point, anything they kind of do, they can take risks and it won't really backfire because they're so far out the game that, I mean, they went and got themselves a star athlete. She'll be the quote unquote face, or at least for the ladies, the portion of it. And it's really at this point to get some of the youth involved too, because with that Asian movement with the youth, and you see all the young girls wearing in the AAU games wearing Asias, like, first of all, we saw about that last dope color, dope concept, dope silhouette, and then the rollout was just amazing for that. So I think
that rollout that was a good rollout too.
Yeah,
it was a good rollout. But one thing that has to happen with this shoe too, man. Her game has to catch up with the height too.
There you go.
And that makes the shoe stand out more. That gives the shoe more sales. Your game catches up to the shoe.
Asia's shoe is doing what it's doing because
she got the game to back it.
She's like the best player in the world in women's basketball. So
yeah, I agree. All right, so again, we talked about dope concepts and colorways and innovative ideas. In this shoe, this player's his original trademark sneaker was a lot of hype behind it. It was dope. It was innovative. We loved it. I got a couple pairs of them, made it into a couple of our top 5s of the year, and now we got the Anthony Edwards 2. This colorway feature now is the Lucid Pink. There's a couple other ones floating out there, but this is the first official one I've seen, like a release date behind and the price point. We're looking at a release date of January 17th, 2026 for $130, which, I mean, not a bad price point. And what that first sneaker did, I think there was going to be a lot of hype. We'll see what number 2 did, because we all love the number 1 and like, okay, well, how you gonna chase that? So we finally got the picture. What are your thoughts on these? I like it. I think it's again, we're different again, right? It kind of doesn't feel like they just took a piece of the 1 and just added different little specs to it and try to tell you it's a 2. They completely kind of feel like they revamped it, gave you something completely different for the 2. And, so far, so good. I would like to see, I don't think he's played in them yet. And I think they're really pushing it back to next year because the 1 is still getting a lot of traction. They're still releasing a bunch of colorways of the 1. So I think they were smart by pushing this back a little bit and letting the 1 breathe, just have maybe one final run. And then right around All-Star time next year, you'll get the colorway rollout. So thoughts on the 2? Was it a lot to live up to?
Of course, if your first signature shoe actually gets some traction, you'll know the second one is definitely gonna have eyes on. We sat here and talked about some of the players that have had signature shoes that we just like, they ain't nobody checking for, nobody cares. We talked about how I think it was Melo was one of the more current athletes that had a silhouette that everybody was like, okay, like that's a dope first shoe. What's it looking like? We've kind of had a lull of players that have had, first shoes and then kind of filtered out, since then, even with the help of either collaborations or some sort of feature reason why they like kind of make a silhouette to it. That's a shot at Paul Jordan and his Sony ones. Anyway, these are actually, look, I mean, this is dope. I think my bro Cardo, think he's on the same wave page as far as saying, like, creativity, coming out with something that's either gonna make you look and think, regardless of the colorway. The only problem I would have is just the marketing piece, right? I think, you can kind of tease the silhouette and just say if this is number 2, but I mean, and call us old school. These wouldn't drop if you just got put out of the playoffs. This gotta wait for the party. These got, and the way you got put out, no. These gotta listen. Somebody should have been on the phone because listen, who was Converse did not wait 2 seconds.
Drop that. Is that commercial?
Bro, what I'm saying is that's the day, and he put the target on himself with the way that he rolled it out. So you only gotta match that going forward. I'd have been like, hey, get rid of that shit until like October when we about to start the season again. Cause then it's year 2 or whatever year, and then now you making a concerted effort to say I'm still that dude when right now you not really that you at home, you on some 1 2 3 Cancun while Shay is wearing Converse, making you look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When I first saw him, I thought of instant. I'm like, man, it's about to be a sophomore slump. Cause I mean, it was so different from the first ones.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna give him a chance. Off the first glimpse, I'm like, I'm unsure. But but I'm gonna give him a chance. They almost look like they almost look like the James Harden joints
They
a
do.
little bit.
The side panel, yeah.
Yeah, I see some kind of elements of that. But I'm gonna give him a chance. I got to see him in person.
All right. B.
I like them, bro. I think they're gonna roll out right. I kind of see 350 V2s in the toe box a little bit. Look at they fit the glove just like that. But I definitely think they're gonna roll it out. I don't know if anybody's seen anybody that play AAU ball, but they definitely every team has his first shoe. Every
Yeah.
AAU team backed by Reebok has his first. I mean, I'm sorry, backed by Adidas has his first shoe. They're gonna do the same thing here with each of all the colorways. I like it, man. I want to see different colorways, but I can rock those.
Yeah. Another pink release to lead you off. Ja got the pink release too.
I don't know what our money bag. See, I don't need no more looks. Them shits is fire, and I think the background that you chose, like you can't see the full upper because it's kind of blended in with the black. Them shits is fire. When I saw them, these pictures maybe dropped maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, leaked photos, and I thought they were fire. And then seeing other colorways, I thought they was fire. I'll be honest with you. I think they've rode the one too long. Pause.
I mean, they definitely getting their money's worth out of it.
I think these should have come out around All-Star this year.
No.
Okay.
They should have debuted at All-Star weekend this year and worn into the the rest of the season. Because now you're talking about that AE1 has been out for a full 2 years now.
That's how long? Wow, yeah. Then they missed their yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
a signature athlete shoe is almost every year.
Yeah.
I know that the AE1 was hot and they were trying to milk as much as they could out of it, but you got a gem in this too.
Yeah.
Because now when you roll it out next year, the like E was saying, the talk about Anthony Edwards isn't positive right now.
Mm-hmm.
He went out the playoffs looking like trash. Like, we know that he's not Michael Jordan's secret son because he played like garbage. But yeah, the shoe, every colorway I've seen so far is fire.
Yeah. All right, cool. Where we at now? All right, so this is we can make this a deeper topic if we want to go there. But there's something I noticed. I was at a store recently, and I kind of saw the trend happening just through different sneaker release sites, blogs, and just social media about ASICs. So here's my question about this ASIC, and it has nothing. It's about this silhouette, but then there's other ASICs involved too. But my question is, have ASICs become the new YN shoe? Right? Because I went to a sneaker store recently, and there was about 10 teenagers waiting in line for this particular colorway, the ASICS Gel NYC. This particular color. This was the one that they were waiting for. And I just started noticing trends, like some of the other models or whatever are picking up, but it's this one right here, and it's in high schools. It's everywhere I've seen it. These are trending. So just a question. We ain't got to talk about the shoe, but just, is this shoe becoming the YN shoe?
That's crazy. You would start with me. I don't know, bro, because in my lane and my type of work, I don't see YNs, so I don't know what's on their feet. I don't be outside enough to know what they wearing, so I can't call it. You know what I mean? If this is what they wearing, good luck to them. That shit is ugly to me. That's just me. Call it what you want. I'm just fine wearing the shoes that I wear. I don't know.
All right, B.
Bruh, the sneakerhead culture is aging with us. That's all I gotta say. You step anywhere outside, and the young guys all wearing Asics. It's like they never saw Jordan play. They don't really watch basketball for real, unless they in AAU or play basketball. So they see a couple of people from their high school or middle school wearing Asics, and everybody got wearing them. They did it with the New Balances last year and the year before that. It's getting out of hand. I mean, every single young kid out there, in different neighborhoods got Asics on. I mean, yeah, it's just we the last of a dying breed. The only way kids are wearing like Jordan or something, most likely their parents, their father was a basketball head or a sneaker head, and he grew up liking his shoes. But now, yeah, they just whatever they think is hot. And it don't even have to be hot, but it's popular. It's a fad. They rocking them. It's crazy.
Right. And these retail at $130. So they're very much affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. I still wear Asics, yo. I rock Asics now.
I do too.
I've been wearing Asics, so we was wearing Asics in high school too.
Okay.
So yeah, nah, I don't know about the YN, but like I said, I'm not in that lane. I'm like E-Rich, man. I don't know what they wearing. I don't see them jokers like that. Hey, I ain't in the streets. I don't see it. I don't know what we call them. I be on the golf course, man. So I don't be nowhere. So hey, if they wearing them right now, hey, more power to them, man. Hey,
I just again,
at least they going for comfort.
Right. I just
affordability.
They everywhere.
So like my brother said, I don't really try to be around YN. I don't like YN energy, but I do live near high school, and I do see a lot of them wear Asics. I think this question, though, I think this might be a year behind. I feel like Asics have become a trend shoe maybe a year ago, and I think the reason that a lot of them are wearing it is because it's affordable. I can go to my, there are a pair of Asics. I think it's the Keanu 14s that might be like $85 at retail. Mm-hmm. So I can go to my parents and say, hey, I want this new shoe and it's only $85. As opposed to as a parent, if you know that most shoes now are starting at $180 and up, and your kid comes to you and say, hey, I want this $85, $90, $100 sneaker. Oh yeah, I buy you that. I buy you two pair. So now you got the black pair, you got your white and blue pair, or white and green pair. So you got multiple colors. So I think that's part of the reason why we're seeing a lot of kids wear that shoe, because it's affordable. It's also comfortable, and it became a fad. It became a part of a fad maybe a year and a half ago. Like towards as New Balance kind of tailed off a little bit, Asics kind of stepped in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
I think a lot of people, especially the younger guys, saw the Balenciagas. Even though we both know Balenciaga stole it from them, but they saw them like, man, I can get some Balenciaga looking joints for like $85 to $130, and they've been rocking them ever since. That freezing is crazy.
All right. Quick question from wait a minute, where's our
man
Pit Stop Podcast? Can I wear ones to a masquerade ball I'm going to tomorrow? Need advice.
Not if it's on Branch Avenue.
I know this is too.
If it's who I think it is, that's a callback to our dinner. Not if it's on Branch Avenue.
Oh man.
All right.
Hey, knock yourself out, dude. Do you, man? You can do it.
Yeah. Best marketing I've seen for his shoes, Asia. Malia Obama directed commercial. Commercial was dope. Yeah. What did real estate Poppy say? Looks like people rich. All right, rich red wine. Okay. All right. Kendall B, welcome in. So
we've allowed you to get up. I know that's probably his name. I don't know the person, but you calling another man Poppy for like the last year has gotten out of hand. And I just wanted to say that.
It's part of it. Look, it's the vernacular, man. If you gotta come on station here, that's where all the personalities are, and it's just a disconnect.
All right, now you're using words like head after calling the man Poppy. Like, I was just going to end
Where's your mind at right
I
now?
was going to end
Where's
this
your mind
show
at
or
right
what?
now?
Like,
Where's your
you
mind
are
at right now?
wilding tonight.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Shoes. I knew that would get your attention on this show. Check out the Mad Hatter. You hit the lights, and he comes to life. Doreen is so creative, she can make anything that you can think of. The ships and the lightsabers on this cup, she made them by hand. Only a crazy person would use this many stones on a duck. She turned this into this, and everything is handcrafted, so it's quality. She made his mask in like 3 hours for his video shoot. You can come by and make stuff yourself, or you can go to the website and have her make everything for you.
At Teacup Cosmos, you get the best. No sublimation, no factory pressed.
All right, save 15% this weekend at dcupcustoms.com. Shout out to Dimitri, shout out to Doreen. Save 15% WRSE 15. Shout out to our sponsors. Where we at now? Okay, let's go back here. All right, how we gonna keep it 100?
Need my theme song. Like, gotta do my own theme music right here. Gotta produce my own segments. God damn it, man. What the fuck, man?
We about 2 years.
I don't gotta drop like B and shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
2 years.
Damn.
Look at you.
What's the budget? So all right. So as y'all know, Keep 100 is a segment I do where we display shoes for under $100. And today we have the Nike Uplift SC, man. These joints, man, they retail for $65. I'm actually on trial pair for $65. Why not? And it's like a cool little colorway, man. Like they got like the lime green joints, they got the kind of like oranges red joints, and of course, you can't go wrong with white. And they look pretty comfortable. So I'll see within like the next week how comfortable they are. But they look pretty comfortable for $65. Why not try it, man? Something different, some slight. And yeah, so there you go. Nike Uplift SC.
You started a trend with the rejuvenates. I'm wondering what's going to happen next go around. Spotlighting these.
I'll do a review after I get them.
All right.
All right. I just had to do this because it pissed me off. But whoever, cousin, nephew, uncle, whoever that currently works at the Jordan brand needs to be fired, because whoever decided to come up with these they ass beat. Okay. The fact of the matter is, the name of the shoe is Jordan 2/3. We've gotten to the point now where motherfuckers, family members, are able to create a shoe and they are putting it out for us to buy. This right here pisses me off. This is a waste of production. This is class, and I said class, right? Back in college, they used to talk about production and how it costs money to make shit. This is just a waste of fucking money. If I catch somebody outside with these on, I'm just gonna leave it at that, because we talked about YNs earlier. I'm sure for a small fee that they would handle that person. But I'm just saying, this is stupid, bro. Like, the fact that the 2 has an air bubble, the fact that they even tried to mix 2 shoes together and they're selling that shit on the website, fuck is wrong with them? This is terrible. Listen, I swear for life, this pissed me off so much that I damn near wanted to delete the app. That's where I was at with it. Start over. Do better. Please. Is it just as a rant of don't do this shit no more? I'm done.
I ain't gonna lie. I support everything you just said. This is my first time seeing that shoe.
Yeah, until you sent them.
Fam. I want to buy a ticket to go to Beaverton and whoop somebody's ass myself. That's atrocious. Like, I know a few people that still work at Nike. I'm literally going to text some people tonight and be like, yo, who okayed this?
Yeah. I hadn't seen them until you sent them to me. The fact that they went straight to Nike and not sneakers app just tells you a whole lot. There you go. All right, B. Hold on, wait a minute.
Be Easy Shoe and Fashion Report.
What's going on, everybody? I'm a little choppy right now, but right now I gotta give the museum a big shout out, bruh. For real. Like, I'm kind of late. This joint dropped in April, but I've been out to Fredericksburg. I saw a young kid that you wouldn't really see wearing the museum's hoodie. I live in Crofton. Last week I saw somebody else who you wouldn't really see wearing the museum's hoodie, and then I got a closer look at it, and they have in April they have collab with the soccer team, and this hoodie is selling out like crazy. The joint is fire. I always give other people respect from other areas when they do something major, like on PacSun or Walmart. But this right here, they done stuff with the Commanders. But this right here, this DC United museum collab, you cannot find this hoodie anywhere. The joint is fire. I've seen multiple people who you wouldn't ever think where it's museum. So they basically crossed over with this one. So I got to give them a shout out. Big ups to Museum. They really did their thing on this one. You can still get the jackets and T-shirts, but this hoodie's been gone since April, and the joint is fire. So shout out to everybody in Museum, and shout out to this collab, man. Y'all really did your thing on this one.
What did it retail at?
I think the hoodie was $150 and the T-shirts are like $80, but you're not going to get. The hoodie gone. The T-shirt's still on different sites. They're not just on the museum sites. It's crazy. You can actually get them on like a soccer site. Like,
Yeah, that joint was on Fanatics.
Yeah. So it's not like you got to go to museum. They're literally anywhere you can grab them, and they did their thing, bro. I definitely got to get respect on this one, because if you seen the people I saw wearing them, I was like, what y'all doing wearing museum? Then I got closer and I was like, oh, that's the DC United. So respect. That's definitely a crossover.
Yeah, if you can land anything in soccer, it's like a crossover. I mean, you're gonna get a bunch of new fans.
Yes, before I do my segment, shout out to the guys from Museum. Shout out to the Future Mogul, which is his name on Instagram, and Mo. His name is like Moschino on Instagram. They've been doing major shit with Museum for a while. Huge collaborations. And what I like is that they took the motto of what we know in DC as, DC clothing brands, the We Are Ones, the Shooters, the Madness, all days. But they've taken it to the next level by doing these collabs with these major sports teams. They've done stuff with Under Armour, with Steph Curry. They did a model of his shoe that he wore. Like, they've taken the DC clothing line and kept the aesthetics of what we know for DC clothing lines to do. The sweatsuits and stuff like that, but they've taken it to the next level.
Definitely.
So shout out to them. I have a bunch of their stuff. They actually did. There's a Chanel hoodie that has the big fat laces in the hood and say Chanel on it. They've done that. So yes, they stole someone else's design in that, but it looks high end. Like, it just don't look like, oh, this is just some dudes down the street that's doing the clothing line. Yeah. So shout out to them. But back to my segment, retro. In retro, I talk about sneakers that I want to see come back from the brands. This is gonna be somewhat of a long intro because this shoe hits different for me, because when this shoe originally dropped in 1997, it was two main colorways that came out, and then there was a third colorway that was a limited strike, and only one store in this area had it, and it was a store called Sneaker Stadium over Route 1 in Virginia, store that used to have a basketball court in it. I just happened to be over there at one point and saw it. My mother wasn't trying to buy me the shoe at the time, so I'm telling everybody about it, and people laughing like, man, you just making up shit. There's only two colorways of this shoe. I want to see it come back. I eventually end up getting it in 97, and it's the 1997 Air Bacon white and navy colorway.
My dad cowboy joints.
And no cap, that's a picture of me in 97 with those on. I love the shoe so much that I came across, a store that has old stock of stuff, and I got my son a pair. He can't fit them yet, but he will be in these. These are from 1997. the original white and blue Air Bacons. We all know, if you're into sneakers, you know the Air Bacons had air on the back, but it was supposed to be like a fire, but it looked so close to
And
the Islamic saying. I want this. We've seen the other two colorways, the red and black with the yellow laces, come back. They're coming back next year also. We've seen the black and blue come back at one point, but this colorway has never been retro. And I want this white and navy colorway to come back.
Yeah, them Jones clean, bro.
I
Them
forgot
Dallas
about them
Cowboy-
joints, yeah.
Dallas Cowboy Air Bacons.
Max,
Black
cut that bull. Nobody associating with that. No, nobody want to be associated with losers. Associated with some damn losers.
All
You
right,
get
so
one winning season, and they got their chest poked out.
Guess what? It was more recent than y'all last winning season.
Didn't win the Super Bowl, bro. It don't matter.
all right, so look, no CB tonight.
What 45 dropped on y'all?
Over tonight. So look, I'm gonna keep it home base too, and feature a shoe I know CB probably wouldn't have picked because he told me what he was gonna pick, but we're gonna do this one. The
We just talking about.
Nike KD 18 Seat Pleasant colorway releases June 1st, $150. Now, Seat Pleasant, for those who don't know, is an area in the DMV actually where that's what the gym is, right? The basketball gym is over there. But Seat Pleasant is a staple piece to KD's sneaker collection and his basketball game. And 18 has a colorway, which I think, look, if y'all remember the Sprite colorway of a couple of the LeBrons and a couple other shoes had the Sprite colorway, this looks like that. And it's different. I actually like the silhouette of the 18. It's been a while for KD. But yeah, these are the 18s. They I told you they released on the 1st. $150. Dope colorway. This is a cop for me. So I will be trying to get them there affordable. Again, under $200. Boom. So B. Copper Chop.
I like them. Definitely pay homage to C Pleasant. So I think most local people definitely, if they get their hands on, they're gonna grab them. I like them. New silhouette. I like the colorway, and I like the name he got it from. So yeah, that's a cop.
All right.
150.
Oh no, I like them just because the colorway is dope, man. Something about I can't get away from like shoes with like lime green accents in them, yo. Just always make for a dope shoe. But yeah, man, this decent cop, man. I like them. I just bought some KDs to ball in too, man. It's another story, man. Came out retirement, man.
I say, nigga, you out here still trying to ball?
Yeah, I can't, man. Look, man, look. Well, no, which is crazy. Look, they don't make the high top shoes no more, bro.
Nah, they've been
Like I really, I feel like the old head trying to get some shoes, bro. Like they really don't. All them joints really low top, yo. This is like the highest joint. I got the KD joints. It was like the highest one they had.
Yeah, it's hard. Over 40, it's hard to explain to somebody you know and love why you didn't tore your MCL or ACL. Tomorrow,
Bro.
Pick up
And then and I had the nerve to play like 5 games was at it, tripping.
Jeez.
And nah.
I bet you ain't going nowhere Sunday.
Oh nah. Look, I played 9 holes of golf after that too, tripping. Sunday I was definitely chilling though.
Nigga used a whole bottle of Epsom salt.
I'm back in the game though, man. I'm getting good. Baby.
You got 18s balling? Which ones?
Nah, I got the 17s balling.
Okay.
Yo, Cardo's stupid as shit, bro. Cardo's stupid for that. But it's real talk. As soon as he said he was balling, I was like, bro, what is you trying to listen?
Hey, look, everybody say you tripping, bro. Like, I'm like, look, man. I felt good. Look, I felt good. Hey, look, I felt good, man.
Bro,
listen, I know
you ain't got to prove it to nobody, bro. You ain't got to prove it to nobody, bro. Old school, remember? Hey,
I told you he bought him
on the golf course, bro. Your game is on the golf. That's you gotta live there. You know why? You're gonna be out probably 10 times longer fucking around with that basketball court than you are with golf, bro. And you too old to be out for longer than some. Listen, bro, don't do it. Anyway.
I know a guy who played pickup basketball and he heard a pop but didn't go get it checked. The nigga need a hip replacement. Like, what? I think he's like 37 years old.
Oh,
he had to get a hip replacement.
Bruh.
How you
Hey,
explain
listen.
this to your job?
Listen,
I
listen.
got to work from home for the next 2 months. What happened? Man, I
First
was
of all,
playing
our
pickup
money ain't got no
basketball.
job. We convinced that he's still on that way,
That's true.
right? But
But he can't
hey,
go see the plug with a cast all the way up his leg.
listen. I'll the only thing that's really just resonate right now. We just trying to be there for you, Jay Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you ain't no cop. You ain't no cop. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be here for you. Listen, bro. I think you need to listen to your bros on this one, bro. You play
See,
5 games.
now y'all to drink me, man. Too much now. See, now, I'm definitely about to quit basketball. Yeah, I'm
Nah,
good
real
now.
talk,
I'm definitely
though.
not going back, bro.
Every time I see somebody our age with a cast on, he was playing basketball. Like no
See,
more.
no, I'm not. See, fuck it.
Every
Fuck
time.
it. Fuck it. I'm sticking to the treadmill in the green now, man. Fuck it.
All right, he got
Just for it's definitely a cop just on some culture for the crew and being out there for a few years. I can understand it.
okay.
I think it's a dope colorway. I get what you said. It never even crossed my mind of the Sprite colorway for the LeBrons. Especially that LeBron 8 low V2 that came in that Sprite was fire. Yeah, it's dope. I didn't live or grow up in Sea Pleasant, so I don't have that connection to the shoe. I think he should do. I can't remember if the Foot Locker is still over there in Sea Pleasant that they used to have. If it is, he should do a special release there in the Sea Pleasant area or somewhere close to Sea, as close as he can get to Sea Pleasant. He should do a special release there. But yeah, it's cool.
All right. Let's show some sneakers. Let's do this. Show some sneakers and get up out of here.
To stick with my theme of sneakers for the summer, low cut sneakers, and it's crazy that we spoke about Asics. It's the Gel Light 3.
Gel Light 3s are dope.
Formosa and Invincible collab that was done a few years ago. I think like 2015. Yeah, so it's like I don't know why I've just been into like the nappy suede on the sneakers here lately. I got the 1300s that New Balance did with ALD with that same material on it. But yeah, in the summertime I like low cut sneakers, no socks.
Yep, those are dope.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody went back and got these not too long ago, but I didn't do it because I already had them. One of my favorite Cement 4s, man. Just can't go wrong, man. And every time I see these, I think I'm gonna do the right thing, man.
Is that the 2016 pair?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. And the leather on that one was way better than the new release.
Yeah, I ain't seen the new joints yet. Like in person.
Speaking of do the right thing, do you know they released it was on promo pairs of a do the right thing style Cement 4?
Yeah, I saw that joint. Yeah.
It has the mark on the toe box and all.
Yep.
Yeah. Fire.
All right, let's see if we can.
Last time I was on here, probably 2 months ago, I had some foam posits. Carter was like, man, that you can't wear them in the summer, so I got my summer sneaker too. I just keep it. I can just. Now they heaviest. These 550s heavy as hell. I will say that, but low cut, chill. Bobby can't see. Yeah, there we go. These my babies right there.
The Black History Month play. I'm black, y'all. I'm black.
These right
It's
there.
still comfortable though, yeah.
Yeah, they heavy, but yeah, you can rock them joints.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. We got. I know the box. All right.
Antonio Sakani.
Yeah. Tomato. No, sticking with the summer shoe. Low cut pairs. Shadow 5000s. Rock these other day. Pretty dope, comfortable, all that good stuff.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yep. Wear them
No
with
socks.
everything in rotation.
Baby powder and no socks.
There you go.
That's the way to go.
All right.
Listen, every time I see a pair, it's West Side Gun. You ever cook the brick in the air fryer? Yeah, my man is crazy for that.
He gonna ask
gets
you some
off.
questions though, sir.
He gets off the most outlandish, don't make sense shit in the world.
You ever had chicken on a Thursday? I never had chicken on a Thursday. So what we talking about?
Hey, listen, so we talk about comfort and cats be on the road. We need a good outdoor slide. You know what I'm saying? When you at the airport, shout out to everybody who got TSA pre-check, so you don't have to take your shoes off. But comfort matches over, especially if you in certain airports where you damn well that train just somehow the tram don't be working. You got to go to the other side of the fucking airport. Shout out to the. Listen, that's all it takes, bro. Like our money, I promise you, bro. Do not go back to the fucking basketball court, bro. Everything that we talked about on it, everybody's shoe on here, minus his minus easy, bro. Which Cardo, I'm not fucking with you. Shut up. Everybody was on some real comfort type shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? This might be, you know what? We might need to rename this shit the Unk Show, nigga, the Unk School Show, nigga. Something, because that's where we at right about now.
Kendall got 2 pair of them joints. Got 2 pair of them. Like our money started a whole movement with these.
Me and Cardo about to have a show called Shenanigans, bro, because that's all that's happening.
Yeah, I don't even know what y'all be talking about.
You can't tell. I'm waving the white flag. Y'all can't tell me though. Alan Payne didn't have this on the CB4 when he left the group.
They're my joints, man. They're my joints. My comfort joints.
All right.
Oh shit.
Our money, don't let me see you on no basketball course. I swear for Lord. I'm gonna come out there and tell you harder than you myself. You got to get off.
He was in a
Hey, look, and I talk shit about niggas playing basketball too. I said I would never do it, dog. I came out, I was feeling good. I went to the court, dog.
It ain't worth it.
Last year, our money.
Huh?
Weren't you in the boot last year from playing basketball?
I wasn't even playing basketball. I was just running, dog. I had a stress fracture running, bro.
And you decided I'm gonna take it up a notch.
Oh, God, man.
All right.
He decided to test how well his ACL gonna hold up.
Y'all niggas ain't shit, boy. Niggas ain't
Good.
Not the Gen X TV, where you can also find Real Something Else. We'll be live there on June 19th. Smoke and Spill reviewing the movie Sinners. So that should be dope. Shout out to Gen X TV, Chauncey, Ebony, Coach Kim, wonderful staff out there. Tomorrow, Kendall B, Funky Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, followed by We Are Something Else Presents The Abstract around noon-ish. Also, in like an hour and a half, we about to get this Clip single. So I'm waiting for that. I don't know if how excited y'all about this Clips album, but it's about time.
Man, I saw them when they came here and did the show at the Kennedy Center. So,
Oh, you saw that one?
yeah, definitely a Clips fan. So, yeah,
They recorded this whole album in the Louis Vuitton warehouse.
yeah. See, stuff like that I don't care about. Like, I don't. Nigga, you could have recorded it in the garage. It's gonna sound good.
It'll sound good, yeah.
It sounds- yeah. And then they got Calls on the album cover. Calls did the album, which is dope.
Yeah.
This is something different. I'm excited to see what the features are. But yeah, first singles tomorrow. Album comes out July 11th.
It's releasing through Rock Nation, so I'm gonna go out on the limb and say that there's probably a whole feature.
Me and you were talking about earlier. I think so.
Pusha T's like one of the few rappers that can get a whole feature
Literally.
whenever he
That's
wants.
probably the verse they were waiting on. He said that there was one that they were holding out for before they turned it in. So that's probably the verse. So
Quite sure.
yeah.
Yo, this has been fun, fellas. This has been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. Anybody got any fights going on this week in our money?
No, hold up. I think Caleb Plant fight this weekend. And
I
I think so. Yeah, I think they fight this weekend because they're setting up the fight for him and Jermell Charlo.
all right.
Yeah, it should have been a fight, man.
Damn.
Overhand slap you.
Smack
Fuck
the
that.
smack the shit out of him.
There will be, just to let y'all know, there will be a game 6. The Knicks just beat Indiana.
Yeah. I've been winning money off that series too. Tonight, don't you know I ain't win? Because Halliburton didn't want to have 20. I don't know what he was doing today.
Jeez. All right. What else? Yeah, go listen. Oh, download a dope album. We'll listen to a dope album. Sweets in the Soul Show. Available wherever you get your streaming music from. So, and YouTube as well. Sweets in the Soul Show. I think that's it. Where's the button?
Follow us on YouTube.
Hey man, it matched my shirt. It matched my shirt.
And subscribe.
All right, y'all. Peace.